You are with Wade, and this is Wade World. Today, we are going to be talking about why it is pointless to try to convince people that are not as smart as you of what you understand. What do I mean? What does Wade mean? We'll give a simple example. When the theory of general relativity came out, it's a big theory in physics. Physics is the branch of science that tries to explain how the universe works. So anyway, this very complicated theory came out in 1900 and early 20th century, 1900, 1915, I'm guessing. There were only 6 people in the world who understood it. Now, to those 6 people, this theory was absolutely true. There was zero doubt about how true this theory was. It was observable, it was reproducible. That means you can see it and you can reproduce it. You could test it and you could see that what the theory said lined up with what reality is. But apart from those 6 people, no one else was intelligent enough or educated enough. Both of them are very important. No one else was intelligent enough or educated enough to understand it. 100 years later, we teach this theory in high school. Even now, though, a lot of people understand the very basics of it, but very few understand the advanced mathematics of it. Now, for these people to try to explain to someone who works a fast food job or a retail job and has zero interest and has shown no interest or aptitude to learn about these things is an exercise in futility. Because that person could say, the intelligent person who understands would say, do you know that the faster you go, the slower light becomes? And the retail or whatever will be like, oh, what is that? You're just talking nonsense. That doesn't make any sense. Or, oh my God, that doesn't make any sense. You're so stupid and nerdy. That's a very extreme example. If you are an average person, there's nothing wrong with it because, again, intelligence comes with advantages and disadvantages. Lower IQ comes with its own advantages, which are very significant, and disadvantages. The disadvantages, you are objectively stupider. It takes you longer to learn concepts. Some concepts you will be unable to learn forever, but you're extremely good with people. High IQ, you can learn things fast, pattern recognize, understand things fast. Very bad with people, usually. And in this world is run by people. So this low IQ person is going to be more successful than the high IQ person from the objective metric of society. That is why the most successful people are clowns trying to entertain you instead of the theoretical physicists and biologists and mathematics and all these geniuses, right? You don't listen to them. You don't follow them on Twitter. You follow these clowns who are trying to entertain you. Or these chicks who are trying to show you their, B and B and P, right? That's who we are as people. So on an average level, let's suppose you work in retail, right? I give an example. You need to have a certain minimum level of intelligence and IQ to work in retail. You need to understand what the customer wants, get it, remember where it is, match it, be able to coordinate and talk to them, to sell it, serve them, and then get them on their way. And for most people, this is just a job that they have while they're trying to get somewhere better. So this is something that is not even using their entire intelligence. It's just using a little bit of it while they wait for something to truly challenge them. But imagine giving a retail job at, for example, an electronics store to someone whose only interest in life is selling milk from his cow. Right. you try to explain to that dude, and he's doing a great job at what he's doing, right? But if you're trying to explain to that dude how your electronics inventory works and what customer needs what and blah, 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 or even shoes or whatever, he'll just look at you like, that sounds stupid. I just like my cows and my milk. And when they come to get my milk, I give him my milk. To him, you sound stupid. And he won't believe you that it needs to be this complicated. But try selling your electronics like he sells milk, and you'll see how badly you fail. So those are two examples of the things that we really don't understand. And a lot of people online, including a lot of people who try to self-help you, they don't understand or they willfully ignore it to make money off you, is that most people will not be able to understand extremely advanced concepts in history, reality, mathematics, finance, physics, the world, biology, because you just do not have the IQ to get it. And you know what? It might hurt your feelings, but IQ is genetic and it varies by your race. It's not just skin color, it's an actual heritable trait. The race is not skin color, it's differences in muscle fibers, differences in the skeleton, differences in facial features, differences in skeletal features, differences in brain capacity, differences in IQ, differences in the amount of synapses and the neurons that you have running around your brain among different groups of people. And again, exceptions might exist, but they do not disprove the majority rule. So in this context, what will keep you happy and make you happy in life, and only the mature among you will be able to understand it without being triggered, is just accept where you are, how intelligent you are, and try to improve it if you want. But if you cannot, if someone comes to you and you're quite successful as it is in your life and you're happy with yourself, right? If a quantum theoretical physicist comes to you and he tries to explain to you quantum theoretical physics and you just do not get it, how is that affecting your life? Right? It's not. You can still live your life. You can still do what you like to do, enjoy your life, work in whatever you want to do, but not understanding quantum theoretical physics is not going to affect your life. The same way, the level at which you are, don't try to get all these people who are perfectly happy where they are up to your level and then be frustrated when they don't understand you. Because the mistake that the intelligent geniuses, the mediocre masses, and the extremely stupid people, of which we are all a part, right? All of these various IQ and intelligence levels, the difference and the mistake we all make is we assume that the other person is as smart or stupid as us. And why I say stupid is because the stupid never understand they're stupid. Everybody thinks everybody else is as smart as them. Trying to explain advanced concepts to people who just do not have the capability to accept them is a wasteful exercise. And honestly, even if they listen to you, they will be unable to retain it, apply it, process it. So there is no point. The most mature thing you could do is understand where you are, understand where everybody else is, and communicate with them accordingly. This video itself is going to, and I'm being absolutely honest here, I appreciate whoever's watching this video, but there are very few people who will be able to understand the message, number one, and that's a measure of intelligence, that's fine. But the second and more important measure that is not of intelligence, but of maturity is the second group of people who will be able to understand it, will be able to make their peace with this reality. And then the third group of people is they'll be able to understand it, make their peace with this reality, and apply it. Don't try to teach quantum physics to a man who just wants to sell milk. You'll be frustrated, he'll be frustrated, you'll dislike him, he'll dislike you, and it'll just go into round and round and circle. Be calm and content with what you are and who you are. Improve yourself, but know your limits. And no, you cannot outthink a genius by putting 10,000 hours in. It's a cope. Sorry to say it, but it's a cope. There have been men born who think and dream in mathematics. And there are vast majority of the human race can't even imagine a goddamn apple in their mind. Nothing bad about it, but this is just the vast majority of us. We can't imagine an apple in our mind. All right, try it. Maybe some of you can. And then there are different levels of how much detail you can have in an apple. Most people do not have an internal monologue in their head. That means there is no voice of their own self in their head. If they don't talk, there's emptiness here. That's why they need to fill it with garbage and social media and TV and blah, 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 blah. Because if they don't fill it with anything, it's just emptiness. If you can't imagine that emptiness, congrats, you're smarter than them. If you understand what I'm saying, it's not bad, it's just what you are. Accepting it is the first step to improving yourself. So, secret to happiness, accept what you are. If you want to improve, improve. If you don't want to improve, stop trying to change other people, and you'll be great. Until next time, this is Wade telling you to keep it cool, keep it classy, and enjoy.